Hi everyone, welcome to today's podcast. I'm Eunice Abueva, and with me are my co-hosts Jaime Reyes, Aidan Ferraria, Carlito Luminarias, and Dwayne Bernales. Say hi guys!
Hi.
Hello.
Now, here's a quick question for you guys, and for our listeners too. Can you imagine going through an entire day without your phone?
No way, I'd feel like I lost a part of my body.
Right? And that's what makes our topic so interesting. Today, we're diving into unplugged productivity. Can we thrive without our phones? Because let's be real, most of us can't even go 5 minutes without checking our phones.
Guilty. Sometimes I open my phone just to check the time, but then, boom, I'm scrolling through TikTok or for half an hour.
Yeah, same. And what's worse is when you're supposed to be doing something important like homework and some tasks, you don't realize that you wasted so much time.
Exactly. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about the problems of phone dependence, share some reflections and experiences, and also give tips on how to unplug without completely losing our connection to the digital world. Let's start by looking at the problems. Phones are amazing, but they've also become one of our biggest distractions. A lot of people can't focus on tasks because of constant notifications, social media, games, or even just the habit of checking.
Yeah, well, one big issue is how phones mess with our focus. Even if you're not actively using it, just knowing it's nearby makes you want to pick it up. It's like your brain is on standby for a notification. And studies even show that when your phone is near, even turned off, it lowers our efficiency because part of our attention is still tied to it. And over time, the split focus makes it harder to stay present, whether you're studying, working, or even just trying to relax.
I agree. And another problem is sleep. A lot of us stay up late scrolling and the blue light keeps us awake longer. So the next day, we're tired, cranky, and way less productive.
Do the rest of you feel the same way?
Definitely. For me, the worst part is how it affects relationships. Sometimes you're with friends or family, but everyone's just on their phone instead of actually talking.
That's true. Now, Carlito, I think you prepared some research for us.
Yes, so I found this. The average person spends 6 hours and 37 minutes online every day, according to a data report of 2024. And out of that, over 2 to 3 hours is just on social media. That's a huge chunk of our time gone. Also, just a quick refresher, ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. It covers tools like computers, the internet, and smartphones that we use to store, process, and share information. Now, being digitally literate doesn't just mean knowing how to use gadgets. It's about responsible use, knowing how to evaluate information, practice online safety, and use tech in ways that benefit us. Think of digital literacies like driver's license. You need skills, awareness, and responsibility to drive in the digital world.
Ooh, thanks for that, Carlito. It's a good reminder that being connected isn't bad. It just depends on how we use it. Now, let's make this personal. Has anyone here tried unplugging before?
Yes, I tried once during exam week. I turned off all my phones, social medias, and gadgets, and I can study without distraction. At first, it was torture. I kept reaching for my phone every few minutes, like I was missing something important. Eventually, I gave in, but then I realized my productivity was dropping. So I forced myself to put my phone away and really focus. After about 20 minutes, I got into the flow and was surprised at how much I accomplished. It showed me that once I get past my initial urge, unplugging can actually help me perform better.
That is so relatable. Does anyone else have a similar experience?
Yeah, for me, it wasn't even planned. My family went to Dumaguete for a vacation, and the signal there was very weak. At first, I was frustrated. I was very frustrated because I couldn't scroll or message anyone. But then I noticed I was actually enjoying myself more, looking at the scenery, doing activities, and just being present in the moment. That trip made me realize that life feels lighter when you're not glued to your phone.
I love that. Sometimes it takes a situation like that for us to appreciate unplugging. Okay, so we've seen the problems and shared our experiences. Dwayne, can you give us some tips on how to manage your phone use?
Sure. First, set set screen time limits. Many phones have built-in features that remind you when you're spent too long on a app. The second one, try phone-free zones or hours, like no phones during meals or while studying. Lastly, is is that replace scrolling with something healthier like reading, workouts, or just resting.
Whoa, those are actually really good suggestions. Guys, which of these tips do you think would work best for you?
For me, setting limits would help. I need reminders to stop because sometimes I lose track of time completely.
Honestly, the no phones at meal rule sounds good. At least I'd be forced. Well, not really forced, but more inclined to actually talk with people instead of just half listening while scrolling.
I'd probably go with replacing screen times with hobbies. If I don't have an alternative activity, I'll just default back to scrolling.
Yeah, I feel that. I might try the same. So, Dwayne, how about a call to action for our listeners?
Here's a challenge. Try unplugging for just 1 to 2 hours each day. No phones, no social medias, just you focusing on something else. Your mind, body, and relationships will thank you. Disconnect to reconnect with what really matters.
You guys heard Dwayne. Try unplugging for 1 to 2 hours a day. Now, as we wrap up, let's look back. We started by identifying the problems of phone dependence, then we heard some research, shared our own stories, and finally talked about practical solutions. Any quick takeaways before we close?
Unplugging is tough at first, but you lose focus once you just go through.
Sometimes disconnecting helps you connect more with people and the world around you.
Phones aren't bad, but balance is a key. If we're mindful, we can control our phones instead of letting them control us.
Exactly. Use technology as a tool, not a distraction.
Perfectly said. At the end of the day, technology should serve us, not control us. So, to our listeners, we challenge you. Unplug for at least 1 to 2 hours a day and see how it changes your productivity and mindset. Remember, it's not about giving up our phones completely, but about using them wisely. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, bye!
Bye.
Bye.